Yeah, it's been a bit of a while since I've put up a video on the channel, just because YouTube's not really my thing, but you know, it's still nice to share this stuff. Basically, so what's going on here is this is my AU Falcon sedan. It's a 2001 Ford AU Falcon, only made in Australia, so if you're international you'll be like, I've never heard of that car before. Yes, that's because it isn't anywhere else but Australia. And what we have in here is a trunk wall. So yeah, let's have a look through the back here. And here we go. Apologies for the wind noise, it's probably pretty average, it's quite windy today. Expander foam, that's partially for sealing off. I don't have to use it to seal off, I'm using fiberglass to seal off mostly, but it also helps a little bit. And mostly for acoustic insulation, because I want this thing to be quiet and a lot of noise comes in from the boot. And wow, that expander foam has expanded. I got pretty excited with the expander foam on this side just before. So yeah, I just did a bit more fiberglassing today, and I'm just testing it out. And I thought I'll make a video of this. I like hitting things with a hammer and it sounds solid and all that. So this is unfinished, but it's pretty close to finished. So we've got this bit here. This bit here I only just put some layers on today. Come up pretty good. This bit here, that only has a couple of layers on it. And it's I'm pretty happy with that. It's fairly solid. Just for a couple of layers. I'm going to put a lot more on there obviously. And this bit is left to do. This bit here, again quite solid. And then this bit up the back, which is the bit that I did first. It just, yeah, feels very stiff. Very, very stiff. So, which is understandable because it's such a small surface area, and there's not much gap there. It goes directly pretty much onto what's left of the partial shelf. So, yeah, but some information about the enclosure. This here is just the port. It's a bit of a labyrinth port because I struggled to fit it all in. Hopefully it works alright. So this is the port area here, which is about 200 square inches. Port goes down here, and then up here there's going to be a piece on top of this. The port's going to be longer than this too. There's going to be another piece across here. Let's go a little bit further back so you can see better, mate. Oh yeah. And as for the actual depth of the enclosure, well, it's going to stop here basically. The baffle's going there, and then there's the side pieces just behind this line here, and then the box is going to come up on the top there. Subs are going to be on the front. There's two Nightshade V4s, the Neos. They're dual ones, so 0.7 ohm coils. I'm wiring them to 0.35 each, and then hooking them up to our Sundown nsv4. So each of them is connected to one nsv4D. So they'll be getting heaps of power. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some steel roof bracing like I've done in my wagon, because it will need it. It'll just break the roof. I don't want to break it it'll break the glass, especially the rear glass. I'm quite worried about this. That'll probably I mean, the rear windows, they're quite fragile. So yeah, but basically I'm just sort of fiberglassing up all of this bit, because it's easy to get to at the moment. I can't just keep building the enclosure, because then I'll be reaching over stuff and trying to work around it, and it's a real pain in the ass. So yeah, once this bit back area is fiberglassed, I'm going to try and do the welding next. I will do a little bit more of the port. There's this other port piece here, and then I'm going to have to build it out and up. I think up to out, and yeah, it's going to go, because the port's going to come out here, and then it's going to come up and then out a little bit, so that, because the subs are quite large and they go all the way back to about here-ish. So I need to just keep the port over here, and I'm going to bring it up the top, so because the sub's going to be, this whole area here is just subwoofer. So yeah, it should be pretty loud. I'm looking forward to it. It's basically just, I wanted to test out the best Sundown has to offer and push it to its limits, which I will be, because it'll be getting it comfortably 6 kilowatts plus per sub, which is a lot. I won't necessarily put that much into them, but I'll just give them all that they can take basically. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. It'd be nice to have a bit of bass in the daily, but this is just a small setup for me. So, but I'm still looking forward to it. It's a lot of port area, a lot of volume. It'll be about 14 cubic feet between the two subs. And I mean, all thing, it might be a standard build for me, but I mean, once I do a bunch of roof bracing, it'll be a pretty extreme build when you think about it. And I'll probably end up fiberglassing the floor a little bit, not to brace it, just because there's holes in it from some off-roading, and just I don't know what the other ones are from. Probably off-roading too. Oh yeah, that one of them's from because I put a battery. One thing, be careful. I put a battery in the rear floor here, and the floor started pulling away from the frame of the body of the car. Well, the body's pulling away from itself. It's no frame on this. It's a unibody. The frame of the car is the body. They're all one and the same. So anyway, that's it. Oh, yeah, one more thing too. This bit here is unfinished. I'm going to put another panel here. Ignore this. I know I'm not happy with it, but I just sent it. Bad idea. The sub. Yeah, there'll be the 2 amps going here somewhere. Batteries. For batteries, we are running a 96 amp hour Shenquan LTO bank. I won't show that right now. But just Google Shenquan or Shenquan? Shenquan 6 amp LTO. They're amazing batteries. But I say amazing, they're pretty good. Like, they're no, don't be like, oh gee, I'm going to run them on my own install. No, they're sort of expensive and stuff. Again, your own decision to make. I like them. I think they're pretty cool. Amazing is probably pumping them up a bit much, but they're good. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of me talking and looking at the same image over and over again. I'll probably have another video of this when it's really close to playing, or at least a fair bit further on. So, toodaloo.